We are less than 1 month away from the Miraculous Season 6 finale, and the news is rolling in. Not only did we get a brand new trailer for the episodes Secret Protocol and Nemesis, but as well as a synopsis for the finale, Season 7, and even first looks at next season. Let's start off by breaking down this new trailer because it is the most exciting thing yet. All of Marinette's secrets combined are beginning to eat away at her and affecting all of her relationships, including her and Adrian's. She's become so paranoid that she starts to avoid Adrian's calls, and when Tiki asks her why she's doing this, Marinette tells her that everything she says nowadays are just lies. Alia can then be seen in Marinette's bedroom as she goes to say, "Wow, thanks Marinette, so this is what being BFFs is like?" Marinette apologizes and Alia storms out and tells her once again that she doesn't get to decide for other people what's good for them. Could Alia have found out the truth just now, or is Marinette leading her on about the fact that there are underlying secrets that even Alia still can't know? Whatever it may be, we know that Alia will find out the truth one way or another, and I can't wait to see what her reaction will be this time around. Now remember this whole moment after the episode Sad Nancy where it felt as though Marinette was on the verge of revealing everything to Adrian? Well, we get this new scene from the trailer, which feels to be taking place right after that very moment, and Adrian tells Marinette, "You know, I get why you're angry at my father, but you should be able to talk to me about it." And as I'm editing this video live, new clips and scenes are being revealed by Teifu, some of which align with this scene. The scene that actually had me screaming out loud was this, when Sabine looks at Tom and asks him, "Who's in the guest room?" Excuse me? You mean to tell me that the room we have been seeing all throughout season 6 has been occupied by a certain someone? Hello? Guaranteed Lila has been there all along, and that is way too close for comfort. Heck, she's living under the same roof as Marinette. But wait, because it gets crazier. Towards the end of the trailer, we can get a glimpse at who Nemesis will most likely be, which is a never-before-seen akumatized villain, appearing to closely resemble Celesticat. However, I don't think this is Cat Noir, but instead Lila herself. At one point in the trailer, we can see this person departing from Marinette's balcony, and while this doesn't necessarily mean they were akumatized here, if there's anyone who would be targeting or looking for Marinette, it would be Lila herself. Not to mention, by the very end of the trailer, we see Chrysalis akumatize someone, which is kept a secret. So will Lila have akumatized herself in the episode Nemesis, considering this is expected to be a formidable opponent? And it just keeps getting crazier because during the Teifu conference, it was revealed that Chrysalis would attempt to akumatize Marinette in the finale again. The only possible way for this to be Marinette akumatized is if there's two of her. Gloop just shared this scene of Marinette breaking down over her friendship with Alia, and this has to be one big setup. While Alia genuinely seems frustrated towards Marinette here, there's no way she would be reacting the same way twice after seeing how concerned Alia has genuinely been for Marinette's well-being, while also knowing that Marinette is keeping secrets from her that are just too difficult to share right now. So what I actually think is going on here is that Marinette and Alia have set up a plan. Alia will cast an illusion of Marinette, and Chrysalis will take the bait and attempt to akumatize her, making her realize that Marinette and Ladybug can exist separately at the same time, ruling out her idea of Marinette being Ladybug. Just when I think Lila is smart, Alia and Marinette together are that much smarter. Hello? Editing Maya here. I need to clarify that yes, I do think Marinette will actually get akumatized, since I don't think you can akumatize an illusion, but the difference is that it'll actually be intentional. This could be a great way for her and Alia to collect intel on Chrysalis without her even realizing, which would explain why we see Rena Rouge summon an illusion at some point in the episode, the illusion being of Ladybug. But then again, if it actually is the case that Marinette got akumatized for real, over an argument her and Alia might have had, I could totally see Alia being that friend and covering for Marinette during the battle, which is why she summons the Ladybug illusion to trick Chrysalis. But I'm gonna stick with my first thought in that this is Alia and Marinette's plan unfolding to trick Chrysalis, get intel on her, and just be that duo. They're so smart. I'm gonna go back to editing now. I have been working on this video for the last 5 hours. I can't even make this up. Just as I finished filming that, Gloop shared their own trailer for the season 6 finale. I'll be covering that trailer tomorrow in a separate video. Today has been wild, but you'll be seeing this video today. We also get a mix of scenes that appear to be a part of the episode's Secret Protocol, like some transformations, Ivan and Nino being called on to help battle against the person akumatized in that episode, which I think is safe to assume will be Marinette's uncle. Some other new scenes revealed from the conference include these new impact frames of all of the Miraculous spawning in, staring ahead, which is very intimidating, might I add, and they all look so cool. A cute collage of Pigella, Vesperia, Purple Tigress, and Miss Hound all being called on by Ladybug. I'm still in the midst of rewatching season 6, so it gets a little confusing seeing these scenes that are new intertwined with episodes that we've already seen. And once again, revealed by Teifu, while it's not confirmed that Marinette's uncle will be the one akumatized, it is confirmed that he will be a part of the season 6 finale. 2 new synopsis were revealed, so let's start by discussing the one about the season 6 finale. It says, despite Monarch's disappearance, things haven't gotten any easier for Ladybug and Cat Noir throughout season 6. Unaware that Lila is hiding behind the mask of the new Butterfly Miraculous holder, the heroes continue fighting tirelessly against new akumatized villains while trying to learn more about their new enemy, unsuccessfully so far. But the end of season 6 may finally reward their efforts. In these final unreleased episodes, Ladybug and Cat Noir discover the full extent of this supervillain's powers, and, with that, the magnitude of the threat she poses. They then put new strategies in place to defend themselves while pushing their enemy to reveal herself. However, these risks will have immediate consequences for Ladybug's close circle. What do you mean by immediate consequences? I can't help but think about Adrien. The amount of blackmail Lila has on Marinette, and how difficult it would be for Adrien to find out everything all at once. Yes, learning about his father would be extremely hard, but the boy doesn't even know he's a senti monster. Then we have our first synopsis for season 7, which reads, in the first episodes of season 7, Marinette's personal life is shaken. She discovers new allies she can rely on and talk to more openly than ever before. Unfortunately for her, she also learns that some people around her are not who they claim to be, and might betray her at the first opportunity. At the same time, her relationship with Adrien takes a new turn. No longer able to bear hiding more and more secrets from him, Marinette decides to reveal the unthinkable to her longtime love. If this all means what I think it does, and Adrien really does find out the truth and carries that with him throughout season 7, then we can say goodbye to this Marinette-Natalie alliance that's been going on ever since the season 5 finale. We cannot forget how against Natalie was about revealing the truth to Adrien. She was beyond furious, and not only does she have her own reputation to protect, but as well as her father's, who is a part of the kingdom and is depending on Natalie to get a hold of the Miraculous. Season 6 has purposely been a very quiet season for Natalie, even with our small teases of her involvement in the kingdom. So if it is that things fall through and her relationship with Marinette and Adrien are also shaken, then I could very well see us getting more Natalie lore come next season. But you know what would really be the unthinkable? Marinette revealing her identity to Adrien. Now that is something I would not expect for them to pull, especially with how they've thrown the reveal around in the past couple of years, even saying at one point that the reveal would be in lockup, but it's not something we can rule out either. I'm also interested in the part where it says that Marinette discovers new allies that she can rely on and talk to more openly, because if this isn't the direction of more new characters being introduced, then one of my first thoughts are Urupe. She too is a Miraculous holder and supposedly already knows who Ladybug is. But then again, this could also just be Marinette further opening up to people in her inner circle, like Alia or even Luca. Another character that I think has been on all of our minds this season is Agli. There are so many things about her that comes across as untrustworthy, which is going to sound terrible if she ends up being innocent, but I could definitely see her being one of the characters a part of that list as some of the people Marinette comes to learn that are around her and might betray her. The last thing I wanted to share is that it looks like there will be no Miraculous World Special this fall. Super random, I know, but in recent years, we've been fortunate to be getting new specials pretty much every year. So it looks like the Rio special, which was last set to be the next one, is still in the works, and that we'll have to wait until 2027, if not longer, for our next Miraculous World special. Let me know all of your thoughts and theories down below so you never miss the tea on the show you love. Did you guys miss that line? Because I sure did. And remember to be yourself, be unique, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!